I don't remember what I was doing. Okay. Cyril Lobo. Isn't it 5,000, right? Yeah. What the fuck is Cold Snap? Rhyme. A river of icicles. I don't know, cause Zillion Bracing's pretty cool, but also this one. This makes my circle an actual dodge button. This makes it just block button. Yeah. 3,000. Motivation for you for Shiva. We're keeping those, yeah. No, let's try to fight. Oh shit. Alright. First part is alright. I think that's the way though, isn't it? That means, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I was missing Odin. Then just Ultima.
Oh. I need to deal with these ones first.
Right here. What the fuck this does? Woken bug? Fucking liberal game. Woken noodle? Oh. Nope.
Now to find this spherical echo. This is it.
What's the other one? Oh, I have a lot right there. We'll do this one. Oh, for fuck's sake, how far is this?
Ready, go? Yeah.
Bandit chocobos. I have to go through this way, don't I? Ember, yeah.
The whole village is turned. That'll do, girl.
Oh, are you gonna hit me? Okay, I see now we want it. Nice. Didn't realize the coastline might be dangerous. Come on, pussy. Hit me. I don't. Alright. Come on, hit me, hit me. Oh. So I just wasted a potion. So there's that one over there. And that's a new thing to buy. Okay. Is it just one big guy? Nope. That's fucked. Nope. Oh shit. Do that, get a quick heal. Should even bother doing this one? Yeah. Marta.
Ah, Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade. Seeds for planting. I'll keep providing them with what, but if East Pool's going to survive, as if they've lived their whole lives in small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out to provide. And if you're wondering why you, well, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright.
I can help out the boys.
Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Chocobos?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too,
Yeah.
which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean, they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're...
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do
Chocobos.
with... I'll go up there and
I'm sure you would.
Rekindling the flame. Okay, so it's like an actual quest line. Okay. Let's go here and pick whatever the fuck this has.
Anything catch your eye?
The breath of rhyme. Kinda wanna just have it though. I don't need it.
Much obliged.
Take all that.
Thanks very much.
Take all of that.
That all, is it?
Liverpool.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Shell greens. Seeds.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bear so that they'll be able to...
That's not a... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses.
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we...
What if you could call on
You mean the bearers? We brought them here...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove...
You're right, my lord. I will... appeal.
Cutscene.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians
Probably
are few and our
cutscene.
enemies many.
Probably one.
But I swear we
Fight
can
with the
defeat
Kashik
them
horde.
with you
Another
at our
cutscene.
side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Yo, Martha and the squad.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Fuck him. I'll do it myself.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
That guy still isn't in it.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can.
You're going to lure them into the village.
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require... I'd say you have both in abundance await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fight.
Ha! And let...
Sir Wade! They're here!
It's time.
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall.
For Rosaria! For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Martha. Well then.
The calm before the storm.
Oh.
And here it comes. Let this village fall.
Oh, I can't even do that one. Ow. You're done. What's that? Oh, they're fucked. Sure. What's going on?
Soil and stone.
Ow. I think that one's way more tech compared to this one, you know? Or at least the move for this one is way more precise. Unless there's a way for me to increase the window. I also heard that the only ring that might even be worth a damn is... Where is it? This one. What am I doing? Who bit his ass? Cool.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride, and it's...
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic...
Hard to say. My men are still facing... I could order a detachment.
No. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Oh shit.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Next one's mine. I might...
I'm going the right way? Yeah. I wish the music stayed. That tension music right there that played beforehand. Not bad. Could be better. Over here. What's the hunt? Oh.
There it is. With me, Togo.
Oh, you bitch. Yo. Oops. No. Oh, damn it. Ow. Just taking that shit like nothing. Nice. Yeah, I would switch out Titans for something else.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Apparently Odin's gets it, or the circle. Oh no. Odin's might be OP.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We saved East. Thank you, my friend.
No, Sir Wayne. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt in my... We're free men now. We have to fight to protect...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
All it took was a little bit of war to get people going. Wait a minute.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today...
I believe he might be...
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now too. And I could...
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade.
Pudlian?
But you should be proud, or I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought to...
Can we continue to count?
Of course. Us Rosarians have got...
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the golden... I ain't paid you for delivering...
All right.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
Just like it was
goblins from the
yesterday.
Stillwind Marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
All right.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by. Not only did my seeds get delivered,
I just did what I could.
Delivered my
and
seeds.
it's
What do you mean by
only-
that?
Take it.
Reward.
Thank you, Moth.
So, he's and a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of them, though I suppose the rest ain't. But you know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started. In fact, that's how I met him.
4.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt. Poke me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could... And do you know what he did? He smiled, and then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became... He certainly didn't lack for...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few half-decent It's almost enough. Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on...
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Martha's Rest. Alright. Oh shit. I have like... Oh my god.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, use.
Clive!
An attack, right?
You're here!
I forgot.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade it.
Well done.
Welcome.
Oh.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost, keen to help us?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me.
Oh.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, Alma, he left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost...
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head...
This is probably gonna be a fight.
I have some things for sale. Certainly. Here you are.
Yo, did you see how much this shit costs? 3,000. Below stats. Actually, I could take heat wave instead of gauge. Alright. Okay.
You,
Nope.
We can't afford...
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Blackthorn?
Akashic on the move.
Never mind.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. They'll wash right over us if we stay out in here.
Good idea. Get your...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to... No heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And... give those things what for, yeah?
And so it begins. We're ending a lot of arcs now. Oh shit.
Alright. Which one of you's first?
Oh sh. Oops. New enemies approach. Oh. Nope. Aww. Just like that.
Is that it?
No.
Apparently not.
Oh, that's a Kissick Chimera, but she's a Chimera. Right? That's what they're called?
You're not getting past me.
Okay, hold on. I messed that one up so bad. They're fucking on Torgal. Dragon's voice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's one more. Uh-oh.
There's a good boy.
Uh-oh.
Well done.
Burn. I don't think so. Shatter. Nice.
Now the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we can.
Alright.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. But mostly,
I'm afraid I've only There's no getting rid of that, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines.
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village.
that may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no. We'll fortify the gate, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy. You leaving gave me the perfect and from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... our work used to be the now, we churn out the same rubbish. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of us smiths. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosht what a true... I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come.
Knowing it. I never thought I'd see the day.
You sounded like Quentin for a minute.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh.
And this is?
A token, but I'm of a mind designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, son. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone it. But the engravings on that thing, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravo? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan...
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan...
Okay. Is that... Don't come in here, I guess. The fuck? Oh. What? That's not fair. I thought it was far away enough. Give me one moment. I'm getting hungry. Oh. If this was Dark Souls, it would have been over.
Get surrounded.
I thought I was gonna knock him off. Really?
That's all of them. No one can uncross his toe.
You know what, man? It might have been a bad idea, honestly. Oh well.
It's now.
Go to the hideaway. We'll do this, continue with the story for a minute. A couple side quests probably open up afterwards, and then
Come back.
she's waiting for Joshua.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of perfume now.
So is the relationship between Joshua and I should look at that thing. Because now she's super loyal.
We were just about to make a stop.
It's funny, but you remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
Oh shit, everything from before.
Be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old salt down here. And that whetstone from the outer aisles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
W teamwork, W smithing. A real man's job. Not no oil refinery smithing.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Yo, that looks
A
badass.
sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you.
1,000 attack,
Both of you.
1,000 stagger.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the...
We reckon with those items there.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time,
Ultimate weapon?
lads? Before you start on the next, who
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. So
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Our ultimate weapon? Blacksmith Blue. We got Jotunheimer, Ragnarok, Joturkumagadorder. Jotur Damarong. Recruit that bad boy. Ragnarok.
trouble with your gear, or... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. So, what'll it be?
How much to craft your Jorman? Dark steel, primitive battle horn. Arcalium, dark steel, and primitive battle horn.
Nuts and all. Oh, what do you expect?
Do you think with this will increase my potions or what?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva loss.
Wait a minute.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Elena.
Ah, sir.
Here.
Good.
On my way.
Ah, that's brilliant. I'll fit him to the smelt. May I present to you
999.
furnace?
What does this do?
She's a beauty. You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded. It's fine, really. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure you could just buy me a bigger. How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make... And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong. Stretchy metal. That is the spirit.
What? Equip 2 weapons. That doesn't like a whole new mechanic.
Thank you, Owain. Shh. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Maybe even out one day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. They'll hardly believe.
Oh shit. Maximize. 4,000? Wow. Inventory maximized. How many can hold now? Please let it be 10. 8, 5, 4, 4. With 2Ds? $25 out of 50? Progress is only at 35%? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I think this place is, yeah, it has something. For you.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Let's mine. Genji.
You earned this.
But we need that much.
Best of luck out there,
Basically
Sid.
double what we had before.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I...
But not nearly as well as you should be.
Uh-oh.
Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still...
And what would you have had me do? It was no... Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Chris. Only one man established his dominance. I'm sorry, brother. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. Perhaps... No, perhaps the prince feels the same.
The prince. Nameless slum. He's being healed here? By that healer girl, I guess? I mean, they did give her voice acting. A lot of voice acting at one time. For some reason.
What is this place?
Don't move.
It's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
They're all losing lives to the blight or some shit?
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima?
To a degree, yeah. He got your ass.
No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear.
He plays Dion now.
And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed.
No, you're not.
Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Uh-oh.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Hunt. The what? The Traveling Terror?
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a
I
few
don't remember.
morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Oh, is it where they
Probably
picked
more
up
visits.
us and
Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now.
Joe?
I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Would you give
Aye,
us
aye,
her
Captain.
ability? Right. Vivian.
Back again? I'll want a full report when you've...
Covered in nicks and lumps.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Lord Master.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix-Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have.
Circle of what?
But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
I'm guessing this will be a pivotal moment.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
Alright, side quest time.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Cool.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was...
Did she?
Following up on... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Two side quests here? Holy shit.
Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early... I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary. Will you talk to her?
I know better.
Oh, thank you.
Please, your grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote. Is it...
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering. But his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to... So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of... And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is... And our supplies are... Unless we can secure more soon... My lord, I know that I haven't...
For Joshua. So...
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in it... We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. The search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well, yeah.
Then I shall go in your stead.
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a dominant.
Well, stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and I shall remain here and prepare the...
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried. We all admire your dedication.
I will. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse is almost... If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them...
Oh, a tear.
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't. There must be something.
Sometimes an easy death, you do well to...
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so I can make the draft if you...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the... Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready.
Thank you, Clive.
Right.